Ho, 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 and welcome to this very festive edition of TNN. I'm your host, Max.
And I'm Tanya.
And let's get right into the news. Memers will know what that means. Cozy up with some hot chocolate and get ready to come back to school in January with the help of this school survival guide from Nyla and Ryan.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Anderson and this is School Survivor Guide. So in this episode on School Survivor Guide, we asked staff what tips they can give to our Titans on how to survive high school. So what tips can you give to our Titans about surviving high school?
About surviving high school. Well, I'm going to tell my age here, but it's been 30 plus years ago since I was in high school. But the main tip that I can give is just stay focused. Come to school. That is one big pet peeve. Just come to school. And fortunately, when I was in school, I played athletics, so that really kept me on that straight path. But my main thing is just stay focused, and you'll get through it.
Thank you.
I think that for the students, I would suggest being involved in high school. I think being a part of clubs, athletics, the theater program, I think that would be very useful and give the students something to look forward to at school.
What's the tip you have to survive high school?
I think the biggest tip that I had was that high school can be a time that people would wind up getting in little cliques and things like that, and I don't feel like that I ever really was in one, that I had a broad range of friends, and it's helped me, and really even later on in life, instead of just being limited to a few friends that you graduated with, you're really happy to see anybody in the class and it was a small class. It's unlike some of the classes here at Collins, but I feel like I was pretty much friends with everybody in our class.
Thank you. What's a tip you have to survive high school?
A tip that I have is to study when the teacher gives you a review. Study for your exams, and you can ace any test.
Thank you.
What was the tip I used to survive high school? I would have to say it was trying to do my homework and stuff first before I try to do things with my friends or go out on the weekends, because I knew that if I didn't do it first, then I would never do it. So I try to take care of my priorities first and then do my thing.
What's a tip you use to survive high school?
To survive high school, there are a few things. I've always loved books, so I've always done a lot of reading. But I also got very involved in clubs and organizations that are in school. You know, the more connected you are, the more you want to be there.
I swam a lot. I swam competitively, so I was always looking face down at the bottom of a swimming pool, and I liked it better that way.
Thank you. So that wraps up this episode of School Survivor Guide. We'll be seeing you guys in the next one.
So Max, tell us, what are your New Year's resolutions for next year?
Well, mainly, I want to be a baddie.
Yeah. Let's go find out some of the school's New Year's resolutions.
Hi, I'm Nyla Smith, and today I'll be interviewing students and staff on their New Year's resolutions. So what's your New Year's resolution?
I want to drink more water.
That's good. Stay hydrated. Resolution.
My New Year's resolution is to do all my schoolwork and get all A's.
Great.
To just get better at staying motivated for school and things like that.
What's your New Year's resolution?
It's to be more courageous.
My New Year's resolution is to stop procrastinating, because with midterms coming up, I have a lot of things just building, and with practices, it's just too much. I want to stop.
Thank you.
My New Year's resolution is to be less crusty.
My New Year's resolution is to be the best mom that I can to my little baby boy that's coming in February.
What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to come back working more hard towards my goals.
To work out more.
What's your New Year's resolution?
I've been so busy that I just don't exercise anymore. And so my goal is to start trying to exercise, even if it's just a little bit of walking or going up the stairs. That's my goal.
Thank you. That's it for this segment. See you guys next year.
And now let's learn why it's so important to read books, such as Charlie Brown Christmas.
Hi, I'm Ashton and I'm here with Miss Grigsby, who's going to tell us about how reading is good for us.
One thing I noticed that when students come in my classroom is that they've stopped reading books. And statistics actually show that oftentimes students stop reading around the age of 13. And that's really sad. Reading is important for many reasons, but first and foremost, reading gives you a place to connect with characters who are like you. And sometimes in high school we feel like no one else is like us, like no one's experiencing the same problems we are. But books give you a place to meet characters who make you feel less alone in the world. Another reason that reading is important is because it reduces stress. And guys, high school is full of stress. You're constantly overwhelmed with things, but reading can be like your getaway place. And then another reason reading is important is that it boosts test scores. If you're wanting to get that ACT score up or to improve your vocabulary, reading is the easiest way to do it.
Do you have any books that you'd like to recommend?
Of course I do. So the most recent book that I've read that I like to recommend is called Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. And I got to meet Julie Murphy at a conference that I went to last month for English teachers. Ramona Blue is about this girl named Ramona. She's very tall and she has blue hair. And she and her family live in Mississippi, and it's after the Hurricane Katrina. And her family's kind of a mess, and her life is also a mess. So she's just trying to figure out who she is and how to keep her family united in the midst of a lot of struggles that they're experiencing.
What kind of books do you read?
So I read a lot of young adult fiction. I read a lot of books that are published for high school students that deal with high school students and their lives and their experiences. One that I read recently that's really good is called The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. And it's about a girl who has to balance multiple identities, like who she is in the neighborhood that she comes from and who she is in the school that she goes to. And also she has to deal with a traumatic death early in the book, and so the book is sort of like how she's balancing like her identity and overcoming this experience. It's really good. Yeah, but I love reading, and sometimes I like to read things that I don't necessarily grab first thing in the bookstore because I think it's important to be like a diverse reader as well.
How often do you read?
I try to read every day. I read for school every day. I always have to read things to prepare lessons, but I also try to read for myself every day for at least 10 minutes before I go to bed.
If anyone ever needs a book recommendation, you can always go to Miss Grigsby.
Okay everyone, it's December, and you know what that means. Snow, go.
Hi, I'm Reggie. It's been about a year or so that the Snow Go plan has been implemented. You still may be confused about what it is and exactly how it works, but don't worry, today we'll be clearing up any confusion and questions that you may have.
The basis of Snow Go is that your teacher will post your assignment on Schoology or Google Classroom. You'll download the document or file, follow the directions, and submit it during the day. Then you won't have to make up the day at the end of the year.
I'm Bianca and I'm here with Dana. So Dana, can you tell us, what do you think about Snow Go?
I like Snow Go because you can be at home and do your schoolwork, and I think that it's better than being in school extra days.
I'm here with Mr. Ellison. What do you think the benefits are of Snow Go?
I think the biggest benefit of Snow Go is that we don't end up with days added on at the end of the school year. And at least with Snow Go, there's an opportunity to still complete some work, but then also not have your summer shortened.
And do you think it will continue throughout the years?
I do think it will continue throughout the years. It's been a pretty popular system, at least in our district. The feedback we got last year, most people were in favor of it. And from the conversations that I've been involved in at the district level this year, Snow Go will continue this year, and other districts are starting to do it as well. So I think it'll be around for a while.
All right, thank you for your time.
If you're not already tired of hearing about net neutrality, here's a segment that I'm sure will tire you.
Welcome back to TNN, and today we're going to talk about net neutrality. Net neutrality is a law that's in place that protects corporations from privatizing the internet. And on December 14th, a man named Ajit Pai, seen here, is going to repeal it and try and get it repealed. This law will allow them to theoretically create cable packages for websites. So things like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of them could be incorporated into a streaming package that you'd have to pay up to any price that they decide, $80, $100 even, for packages that some of them you don't even use. So, we're going to be talking to a few people and get their opinions on net neutrality. What's your opinion on net neutrality?
I do not agree with net neutrality because I watch YouTube a lot and I don't have to pay just to watch YouTube and like Netflix and other stuff like that, so I don't agree with it.
What's your opinion on the new vote to revoke net neutrality?
I do not agree with the new vote to revoke net neutrality. I think that privatizing the internet limits access for people, limits access to reading news, limits access to social media sites, to using your voice, and that's not equitable at all.
We all have different traditions and ways of celebrating holidays. So let's go with Nyla, who went around the school asking how others did.
Hi, I'm Evelyn.
And I'm Mallory.
And today we're interviewing people about their holiday traditions.
And we're going to learn a few facts about them.
Hi, I'm Evelyn and I'm with
Savannah.
Jared.
And I'll be asking them a few questions about Christmas. So what is your favorite part about Christmas?
My favorite part is probably giving people presents because it's really fun to see their expression.
And how about yours?
Probably the vibe and the atmosphere and the music.
So what do you guys do on Christmas?
On Christmas, I wake up. I usually try to get my sister up, but then she like punches me or something. And then I open my presents, and then I go to Orangeboro to see my grandparents.
You?
I don't really do much on Christmas, but on Christmas Eve, me and my parents go to my grandma's, and we have like a big party and get together and see a bunch of family.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Bianca, and today we're here with Katie. So Katie, can you tell us some of your Christmas traditions?
Yeah, usually me and my family, we go out, get the same matching Christmas pajamas, and then we go home, watch a bunch of Christmas movies, and have some hot chocolate, that kind of thing.
That's great. And can you tell us what's your favorite part about Christmas?
Yeah, I think Christmas is it's nice to get when the family comes around, you exchange gifts. It's good to have that family feeling, and when you have dinner, you just feel complete. Yep.
As we can see, lots of people have their own traditions and interests for Christmas. And the most important thing is that we celebrate with people that we love. And of course, have fun. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
This past week, I had the pleasure of interviewing Keish Leanne, who moved here from Puerto Rico. So let's go and see what she had to say. So I'm here with Miss Croak, who's a Spanish teacher here at Collins, and this year Miss Croak decided to raise some money for the people who were affected in the Puerto Rico hurricanes, so I'm just going to ask her some questions about it. So Miss Croak, how do you guys decide that you guys going to start raising money?
The hurricane hit in Puerto Rico, Hurricane Maria, on September 20th, and we heard how awful it was, and the entire country lost power, and it was going to be months before they got it back. And I think a lot of people forgot that happened, but the conditions in Puerto Rico were not getting better. So our Hispanic Achievers, I was telling them about the situation, and they said, well, what can we do? What can we do? So we decided to collect money for United for Puerto Rico. It's a nonprofit that's run by the First Lady of Puerto Rico to help get water to people because 93% of the people don't have water, and it's been 3 months. And I think we've just forgotten, and they still need help. And not only is it a Hispanic country, but it's also part of the United States of America. And so we were just doing whatever we could, a penny, a nickel, a quarter, and to try and help.
So how much money did you guys raise?
We raised in 2 days, we raised about $250, which I'm really excited about. All of that will go to United for Puerto Rico, and 100% of the proceeds go straight into the ground. Additionally, if people still want to donate that didn't know about it, you can go to unitedforpuertorico.com And there's a place where you can donate right on the website if you want to. I mean, anything helps because they're really struggling right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, that money obviously is going to help a lot of people. And if you guys didn't know, there's a student here at Collins that moved like about 2 weeks ago here from the hurricane because her family was really affected. So I'm going to be interviewing her next. Thank you, Ms. Craig.
You're welcome.
So I'm here with Keishley-Ann, who is a junior here at Collins. And Keishley-Ann recently moved from Puerto Rico, so she's going to tell us a little bit about that transition and how her life is here in the U.S. Are you ready? Okay, so where are you from?
I was born in Puerto Rico, but I just moved in November 6th.
Okay. So why'd you guys move here?
Originally, I was just gonna be here in Christmas and spend time with my dad. I was living with my mom in Puerto Rico, but since the hurricane happened and my mom was looking at the situation and how water was not a good source in Puerto Rico and all the diseases were happening because of that, she decided that I should move with my dad here in Kentucky.
And so is your mom still in Puerto Rico?
No, my mom recently moved to Massachusetts.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us a little bit about where were you when the hurricane first hit Puerto Rico?
Well, I was living in my house. My house is a 2-story house. Well, my house was the one in the top. So my house was built on wood. So it's a very fragile material of a house. So our landlord decided he could give us like a shelter that was the house below, and that house was cement. So during the hurricane, I was downstairs in the house of cement.
Your friends, are they still in Puerto Rico, or are they affected by it or anything?
Well, some of my friends had the same damages as me, like no roof on their houses, they got flooded and stuff, but some of them decided to move just like me. Mm-hmm. But there's still some friends over there in Puerto Rico.
And how is that? Is that hard for you?
Well, it's a little bit. I miss them, but I'm used to moving a lot, so I can adapt quickly.
That's good. Okay, and can you just tell us about what can we do like here in the U.S. to help people in Puerto Rico right now?
There's different websites where you can donate. And you can send non-perishable foods like cans, beans, bottled water, because water is a big thing that Puerto Rico doesn't have, because the water isn't like good for you. And yeah, just try to bring that help and just get non-perishable foods, because some people do need them and they don't have either the money or they can like get out of their houses. Mm-hmm. So they really need that food, but most importantly water. Okay. Bottled water.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Are you tired of fake news? Well, too bad, because here's some of our own.
Man, what are we gonna do for this week's segment?
I know. What if we made a parody of anybody that's ever had anything to do with TNN ever?
We're wearing different clothes.
It's almost like we filmed this on a different day entirely.
What is it?
It's Mr. Brown. Please, Mr. Brown, please give us permission to make fun of TNN. No.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna do it anyway.
Welcome to FNN. I'm your host, Discount Max.
And I lost the bet.
It's not your line.
And I'm Tanya.
And we're here with our special guest,
surprise, surprise,
Jake Wofford.
Hey guys, hi. I'm Jake Wofford.
So Jake, what's it like being in musical theater?
Well, you know, it's great. It's just very great. I get to meet a lot of really good people. And it's also a lot of fun to sing every 5 seconds on and off stage.
So, this is your last year at Collins and in theater. How do you feel about that?
It's devastating, Max. Very devastating.
And now we go live to Wes's group with whatever they have cooked up for us today.
They're awful.
Morning. Cooper? Swinson? Is that the last bag of barbecue Lay's? What did it tell you would happen if you ate the last bag of barbecue Lay's?
I'm a little foggy on it. You said something about raining down hellfire?
That's right.
And here I am without an umbrella.
I feel a storm brewing.
If you have no artistic ability, like me, we have the perfect segment for you. It's about how to gift wrap.
Hi, I'm Reggie.
And I'm Katie.
And today we'll be showing you how to wrap a gift.
Start off by cutting the wrapping paper. Make sure that it's enough to wrap around the whole box. While you're wrapping around the box, you might want to use smaller pieces of tape. While folding, be sure to use small and neat folds to avoid wrinkles as much as possible.
To end this TNN holiday episode, let's go with Graham to learn how to make some holiday drinks.
Hi, I'm Graham, and we're here at 6 and Main Coffee House, and I will be showing you how to make a peppermint hot chocolate, a delicious holiday drink. The ingredients you'll need are half an ounce of peppermint syrup, 2 ounces of Ghirardelli chocolate sauce, 12 ounces of milk, whipped cream, and crushed peppermint to garnish it with. First, you heat the milk to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. And combine it with peppermint syrup and chocolate syrup. Then you stir the ingredients. Top it with whipped cream. You can sprinkle crushed peppermint and red sugar sprinkles on the top to make it look better.
Thank you all for watching. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
And Happy Holidays. See you next time.
Bye.